Before I really start, hopefully your Christmas was good. Hopefully you got a lot of things that you really wanted this year. Hopefully that you had just a decent ass time with your friends and family and everything been pretty chill. Let me know in the comments as well. What did you get this Christmas? Because I want to know if it's some basic chicken thrown at the damn sun like it's some Herculean effort. Let me know as well. But for me personally, I got really mainly because of my brother got me an office chair and an Xbox Series S, so finally I'm able to play Killer Instinct, so that's nice. But yeah, Christmas wasn't as bad this year. It's been better than previous years, and it's not necessarily the most perfect Christmas, but it's definitely been a better Christmas this year, right? So, that being said, let's actually talk about what we need to talk about. And it's really not anything too crazy or too wild, honestly, but it does have to do with, content and the channel. I kind of just am coming to the realization that 2024 is gonna be a year of uncertainty because so many years I've been like, oh, this year is gonna be the year, this is our breakout year. Didn't happen. And then now looking at 2024 and in May I'll be 23, I have to kind of start considering some shit if YouTube doesn't necessarily work out the way I need it to, which I need absolute movement this year. Not only in the fact of like just wanting to get YouTube famous and all that type of stuff, and it's not even really even about that in a deep ass way. It's just let's just move some shit so we can get this whole, life of what I've been living for the last 20 something years out the way, honestly. For starters, because you also gotta remember that not only, yes, there's bills and stuff that has to be juggled, but also the mortgage that's still like a threatening thing that's still over our heads because, yeah, I haven't really talked about it in a while, but that's because there hasn't been any real deal movement about it. And when it comes down to things, that's just a big ass hassle that's just over our heads that still is just a thing that is not necessarily all that great. Which is why I've been so, I guess, trying to do my best this year, which I feel like I've done this year, right? And when it comes down to it, it's just that anytime I'm trying to basically do content or see how to get somewhere with content, it just doesn't work out in my favor. And obviously, I know YouTube have its own game that it wants to play with the algorithm of basically being like everybody else, copying the same style that everybody copies, reuse the same images for your thumbnails because, it doesn't like you being different. Use the same basic type of, words and lettering for your titles and things of the sort. And anytime I'm watching like a video like how to grow your channel and things like that, every time I watch those type of videos, it's just like basically it comes down to be just like everybody else. And even I was watching one reaction channel where they was having like trying to figure out what they were trying to do, and they only came down to reaction and figured that that's what they'll stick with only after trying everything else. They try to be different, they try to be creative, try to do different skit ideas and all that sort of stuff, only for them to basically fail and basically never really get what they want to get. And they didn't want to necessarily do reaction channel, but that's kind of what YouTube put them in, and unfortunately that's kind of where they're just stuck at. And that's the most ass thing that YouTube honestly does a lot, is that they don't want people to be legitimately creative. They just want people to basically do the same damn thing. And it's safer, yes, sure. It's an automatic, it's somewhat of an automatic W in some shape or form, right? It can happen. But that's never been the route I wanted to do. And I know it's a lot harder on me because it's like, well, if you don't do that then, like everybody else, then you're gonna suffer a lot. And I have been for over 4 years, honestly. So it's just so aggravating when you want to be creative and do something cool and inventive, yet YouTube look at you like, nah, you're being too creative, you're too special over everybody else, you need to chill the hell out. And it's like the worst damn thing, right? Because obviously I'm the type of person that makes kind of content, that is like whatever the hell I just want to make at the time. Whether it's something very lewd, whether it's something talking about some art, whether it's something talking about anime in a way, or something gaming, or just talking about just other stuff in general, right? That's kind of like the biggest thing when it comes down to it. And it's so annoying, right? that you just have to only be maybe doing a few things and only just sticking with that, and that's about it for you. That's so dumb. I feel like it just genuinely is. And the only time where you're able to maybe do something different is when you're at the top already, and then that's essentially it. But at that point, people already know and already can see what you're basically about. You're already established in a lot of people's eyes as you're this sort of person, or you like this sort of thing. Granted, if you look up my name on Google, obviously you will find out that, there's a lot of people that don't like me when it comes especially to the lolly topic of things, which, even though we're at this level where we at now, I guarantee you that probably won't just be the only thing that people would, learn about me when it comes down to the things that I talk about or create of this channel. Honestly, they'll find out things about Kakat's story, they'll find out things about the type of waifu material things that we do and other stuff that we talked about, and maybe some other hot takes that we bring up at times, right? And obviously lolly is just one part of me, but that's not the whole part of me when it comes down to it, right? And to be perfectly honest, there is still plenty of Kakatsu ideas that I still want to do. Like, there has been a Skullgirl idea that I've been wanting to do. What if Jay was just in that universe and try to basically have his own arcade run of that universe? What would that be like? Then you also have like other Kakatsu story things to do and other skits ideas I want to just go out and do with when it comes to it. And honestly, I do feel like Kakatsu can be a key, right? There's so many characters, so many character models that exist in that game that people have created, and it wouldn't be too surprising to use some of that and just actually, get something off of it, right? And that's something I feel like it can work. It's just, is the algorithm gonna play nice with me? That's essentially how that's gonna go, because for Kakatsu's story, it's really been a weird cycle of on and off viewership, right? Some video might get 60 something views, while another video might get 200. Another video might get 100, and then another video might just get only like, I don't know, 50 or some people coming through to watch that one episode, right? It's such a weird machine. This is such a weird ass machine. So to be honest, and I'll just keep it truthfully a stack with you, I am very nervous about next year coming up, because this needs to be the year of movement of the best sort of way. It needs to be the year of absolutely just getting this channel to break out in the best possible way, and I don't know how that's going to happen. I can't tell you how that's going to happen, and that's the part where the fear kind of comes in, because I don't know what's going to happen and when it will come through and other stuff like that, right? It's just like, is we going to be bigger and actually have things conquered, or are we going to be like a see you again in this position next year type of thing? I don't know, and that's like the worst part of it, because at this point I'm been ready to just start making moves of my own, starting to try to find a way to, get my own personal life settled, like get a house and things of that sort, and try to figure things out in that sort of way, get my life going, because it's just been the same thing I've been stuck in since 2019. And that's not necessarily great, right? I thought I'd be a little bit more further along with this. And don't get me wrong, I'm not necessarily saying all this is stuck in a way where it's like, I'm not necessarily grateful for the things that's happened, like all the previous collaborations that's happened, whether it's also the people that has came through that supported me, the 2,000 people that came through to just subscribe to this channel anyway, and basically, the monetization that we finally got to get on this channel, which is great. But also at the very same time, I want something more when it comes down to it. I don't want to necessarily look at my analytics and just see, oh, that Tatsumaki video where basically she's sitting on Jay's face is like doing numbers again, or like getting impressions again. I don't want that to be the only thing I'm known for. The face sitting video, that's the only thing, right? That and the redo a healer, that's the only two videos I see on the analytics that honestly just be moving in a constant direction, and everything else just like stagnant and just staying there, and that's something I just don't want to necessarily have. So when it comes down to things, I just really want to have some type of change to come through, right? I can't promise you what 2024 will be, because I don't necessarily know what's going to happen even in the first month, but I want this to be a year of movement, a year of something that just actually finally for once does something in our favor. because there's been plenty of times where I try to again reach out to plenty of people back then and just reach out just in general. No one says a damn word. And it's just so strange. It's just so damn strange. The only people that has came through that said anything is in a negative sort of sense. And honestly, I don't feel like going through that shit again. Honestly. So, it's just been an annoying ass hassle. It just has been. So, I don't know what this video really is. But I guess it's just going to be more so, I'm just going to try to focus and narrow in on, I guess, making the content I think that really matters when it comes down to this channel, because I know we're all over the place when it comes to certain things, but if I can maybe nail down the certain things I really enjoy making, then maybe we'll figure that out, you know, and see what really happened. Because honestly, I just don't know, right? I just don't know what the hell potentially YouTube is looking for when it comes to this channel to get this place to grow. I don't. So we'll see how things gotta go. And obviously I do want you to let me know in the comments as well, what is some feedback as well? What is something that you would like to, I guess, see? Or maybe what you just think of the situation overall when it comes to it? Because I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Yeah, maybe more, I don't know, if you want to see more, like, more memes or whatever, or more Kakatsu skit ideas or something like that. I know probably if I chuck a VTuber, like a popular VTuber in, like a Kakatsu thing, and just make a skit off of that, I'm pretty sure in some shape or form somebody will probably see that and be like, hey, what the hell is this? Maybe, but again, that's like a we'll see type of situation, and who knows if that work or not. But that's pretty much all I really want to say for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification on your way out. Also follow me on the socials, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, Kofi and Cash App is available as well as throwing gifts if you'd like to, you know, buy me something from there, and as well as the merch store so you can get you something. So, you know, if you just want some of that, then please do go ahead and take a look. And until then, it's your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.